Well, it's been a long time since I've made any bottle digging videos, and I just went to Raleigh to dig for the first time, and I found a giant trash pit, and it had quite a lot of stuff in it. Unfortunately, there was many thousands of dollars worth of broken stuff, and I'll show you some of the better things. I found about a dozen, or at least 10 broken dispensary flasks. Clayton was on 3 of them. Here's a different variant. And there's a couple of the Raleigh, and I don't know what that one is. No, the Clayton. There's a Richmond flask. Another Richmond and another common. Couple straight sides that are broke. Probably found 400 broken bottles, and here's some of the interesting pieces. Another broken straight side. That one is in Atlanta, Georgia. Some beers. I guess that's a soda, I don't know. And this is a Kinston. I'm assuming it's a Hutchison, but of course there's no top half to tell. Some kind of mineral water here. Another broken Atlanta Coke straight side. A jug. Some of the whole bottles. More of the whole bottles. My first one of these fancy ketchups, but unfortunately it's damaged. Round bottom soda. I spent about 10 or 11 hours digging this giant trash pit, and it was overall a pretty good experience, but it's pretty sad to see this many broken dispensaries. Didn't find a single whole one. But I did find one with just the neck broken off, which I'll show you now. I saved a lot of the necks, so it shouldn't be too hard to repair that one. Found one embossed drugstore, and all the broken pieces were all unembossed, so I was surprised to find a nice 8-ouncer that was, well, it's not quite mint, but it displays pretty well. It's my first Raleigh drugstore. I was lucky enough to find a nice straight-sided Coke from Raleigh too. I don't know what it's worth. I'm assuming around $60. But this one has no problems with it. And probably the best find was this Hutchison. It's a nice watermelon slug plate with a picture on it. Unfortunately, it's from Richmond, which is not my area of interest, but I've had a guy look at it that knows a lot about bottles, and he told me after it's cleaned up and put on eBay, it could go for as much as $250. Good looking bottle though. So we'll see what happens on that one. Found 2 types of Harris Lithia springs. I don't know what city it's from because it's broken off. There's a clear variant. Nice early green peas. Very crude base, looks almost like 1870s. Some fancy ketchup, I guess. One damaged insulator. So I don't know how many whole bottles I got, but it seems like about 45 altogether. Unfortunately, a nice embossed cobalt ink broke up. Quart size aquas. I don't know if it was a dispensary or just a blank one, but it's nice to find some aqua ones. No Pepsis in the hole, but there was 4 or 5 straight started Cokes. Broken Raleigh one. Not sure what this is since I'm new to the area, but maybe one of you knows what that is. I don't know if these are Jack Daniels tops, but they remind me of the style of some of those early Jack Daniels bottles. A nice early perfume. Turns out there was 11 fully broken dispensaries in the one with the neck broken off, so that's a dozen at about $450 a piece on average. That's about $5,000 worth of broken flasks. And another good bottle, Raleigh Steam Bottling Works. I thought that would have been a blob top. Of course it's missing, but it had a lot of early stuff in the hole. Would have been a $150 bottle if it was mint. Turns out there was 47 bottles altogether intact. Okay, here's the good stuff after I cleaned it up. Unfortunately, this one has some damage I didn't know about. I was offered a good price for this when it was still covered with dirt, but now that it's clean, I see it has a couple of damaged spots. I tumbled the inside of this one for a day. Fixed the corner with some resin, but it's not too good. So it looks like this will be the best bottle of the dig. Came out pretty nice. I tumbled that a bit. Got a flaw in it, but it's not a crack. I'm kind of wondering if I didn't break this one. It looks pretty clean where it's broken. It was in an extremely hard packed clay, so I had to yank on it, and that crack right there definitely looks fresh. I don't know if I broke the whole neck off though. Here are some of the pictures I took of the dig. It's too hard to film and dig at the same time since I was digging by myself. that's it for the Raleigh dig. I'll see you next time.